Hi, and welcome to the Black Adult Society's first ever relationship talk lounge series being filmed at the Crown Private Cigar Lounge. We are really excited to be here, and I just want to say thank you to a couple of people, but we're going to start with Terrence, who just put us here together, this crazy crew that you see behind me. We're going to talk about real love, whether it be dating, relationships, lessons learned, and all the things in between. So I'm going to introduce myself and ask my friends to do the same. So my name is Felicia. I'm from Brooklyn. Yes, I'm going to say an age. I'm somewhere around 49, 50. Guess which one it is. I rep Brooklyn, so I'm here actually from Bed-Stuy. And if I was to describe my relationship in an R&B song, I want to say I Like It by DeBarge. So I'm going to go ahead and start on my right to this handsome man right here. Let him introduce himself, and then we're going to go around the room.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Jason. I am 46 years old. I don't have an R&B song. That was a quick little. You
Gotta
spun
be
that
quick on
off.
your
So
feet.
I don't have an R&B song right now, but I am in a relationship now. Been in relationships in the past. Been single man for the last couple of years, and so right now I'm happy to infuse a little something special into the panel. Yeah. All right.
Well, my name is Danielle. I'm from Louisiana, from the South. I am in my late 30s, very, very, very late 30s, and I am single as a Pringle. And so to describe my love life in an R&B song, I would say it would be If You Love Me by Brownstone.
Ooh, like
Okay.
that.
Good one. Good one.
Good evening. My name is Kwame. Single, 52, from the People's Republic of Brooklyn. Okay. And if I would relate my relationship status to a R&B song, I think I would pick Donnell Jones. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be your friend. I'm gonna be your lover. I'm gonna be a handful.
Nice.
I don't know how to follow that one up, but I'm Tamika. I am from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, Fla.
Yay.
I am 45. I'll soon be 46. And I really don't know of a song that would describe my love life. Right now I'm single. The song though that comes to mind is Mary J. Be Happy. That's really just the only thing that matters.
Nice. Very nice.
Interesting. So my name's Ron Freeman. Everybody also represented Bed-Stuy. I represent Bed-Stuy as well.
Okay.
Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. I am not single. However, I bring a lot of experience through my dating life. I've been married twice, divorced twice, single for quite a period of my life. So I bring those perspectives into what we're going to have a conversation about today.
Well, thank you. This is an amazing cast and crew of, I don't know, Brooklyn, the South. And so we're going to get some good footage for you guys today. Okay, so I want anyone to jump in. So I'm not going to just like point you out. So you just let me know how you feel about this question. Y'all ready?
Ready?
All right. Okay. What has changed or surprised you about dating or relationships in your 40s and 50s versus your 20s and 30s? Anyone can take that.
It's a lot harder than what it was in my early 20s.
Okay.
You know, I feel like the older you are, the more you're established in who you are as an individual, the lifestyle, the choices that you have. And usually people are very confident in that. And they're like, okay, that's who I am. And sometimes it's hard for people to redefine that area in certain parts of themselves because they're not willing to compromise.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot harder.
Like that. Anybody? Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you think?
No. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think right.
More discerning. Now I have
Right.
some years on you, sis, so maybe that's the difference.
Uh-oh.
But when I'm into that late 40s era, I have so much more intention. I am very much more discerning and know what I don't want, and I'm unapologetic about it. So it allows me to save everyone some time. You know what? Through your failures, through your triumphs, you're really able to be clear about what you do and you don't want.
I
Love
agree with
that.
Yeah.
I respect that because I was married for like 17 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
Left that out the intro.
So I can see where you're coming from.
Mhm.
So so with the 17 years, how long have you been single recently? 2 years? Oh, nobody. Nobody on the car. Yeah.
So let me jump in there real quick. So in my
Please.
20s and 30s,
Mhm.
intention, what's that? It was get drawers and die trying. Okay.
Right.
In my 40s and 50s now, it's strictly about intention and being intentional. So I don't even want to veer off the track. I'm not dating because I like your hair, whatever. It's strictly values and standards and what I'm looking for.
Love that.
Don't drink to that.
Oh no.
You don't know.
I am an amalgamation of what everybody's saying. I'm not sacrificing anything. I'm not sacrificing the good looks for the standards. I'm not sacrificing the what I want for what's out there.
Yeah.
My ability to balance and handle all of those things is much better. If there's something I don't like or something I don't want,
Mhm.
I'm able to tell a person in a very respectful way.
Yeah.
So nobody gets their feelings hurt. There's no awkwardness or
That's right.
somebody being offended for something you said or how you said it, the tone, you know what I mean? And so just being able to balance all those things in a 40-something-year-old person now
Right.
makes the world a difference, you know?
Yeah.
Makes you more calm,
That's
more
right.
peaceful.
That's right.
Whether they are not peaceful or not, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I can handle all that. I can either bring it in or dismiss it. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
So it's very comfortable in this stage of life.
That's right. Free, before we get to you, I'm just going to add that being 49 or 50, I really don't care. So it's a love me or leave me alone type of situation. Like if you can't take all of me, then you can't take any of me. And that is why I'm engaged and with the person I'm with right now because of that. So I feel like it's a little easier because you don't have to try as hard, right?
Yeah.
So even if you don't like the person, whether you've had a baby with them or you've been married to them, like you don't have to try as hard. It's
Sure.
take me or leave me. I'm established. I have a great job. Whatever it is that is your passion,
Mhm.
that's how I feel.
I will say this.
Yeah.
We're not, in 2026, we're not ghosting. We're talking to
Man,
individuals and being adults. We're exercising communication. We're not trying to take the easy way out. Okay. So we're giving that individual upfront that respect and then respectfully disengaging.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now,
So-
Free. Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to chime in on a few things.
Okay.
And I'm glad you mentioned that you're not single.
That's right.
Congratulations
That's
on
right.
your engagement.
Thank you.
I think that perspective changes things.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that everybody's comfortable in their perspective and how they're going along in life.
Sure.
But when you're committed, when you're in a relationship, you see things differently. And not even to say that I've been out there looking, but you definitely see things differently, and that comfort comes along with it. I don't want to say no, everybody's faking because you guys are that's your truth, right? But at the same time, you're still looking, and there's going to be some compromise when you are going to engage with someone else, because that has to be part of the situation. Big up your chest all you want, but you sitting down when you want to be something serious and you realize that this might have to pull back a little bit, or I may have to do things that I don't necessarily do.
Absolutely.
It's always the case, yeah.
Right.
You're willing to.
Right.
I don't think it's a blanket statement that we're painting with like a broad stroke. I think it's more of a, you know what? I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know what I'm not willing to compromise, and what I am willing to compromise. I think that does change as you get older.
That table conversation has to be
Love that.
later on.
No,
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people are always evolving and changing. No one's
Right.
That's right.
10 years ago, 15 years ago, or maybe even last week, people.
Absolutely.
So you're right. The levels of compromise and how people define that changes based off of their experience.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers to that. Well, you see Don Juan over here already pouring his thing out. So we're hoping that the audience understands that, while you may not be here with us, we want you to think about these questions too, right? Because they're thoughtful, right? Instead of going to a therapist, you talk to us, you listen to us.
Exactly.
All right, so now let's talk about the dating landscape. It has changed dramatically. Remember back in the day, the way we found people was either in your car, whether it be a Lexus or an Acura, rolling down the street, not sure where everybody's from, but you know, banging the music, and you see a shorty at the corner, whether it be a guy or a girl, it's like, psst, 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 or short A, or whatever it is. That's how you met them. Now, a little different. We got dating apps, we got DMs. All right, and then there's also the traditional meeting somebody in a coffee shop, meeting them at a bar, wherever it is that you find it to be, I don't know, successful. Tell me about what dating app or landscape do you use? How successful are you at it? And I want you to paint me the picture of your profile. Now, this is for people that are single, but also folks like me that was single before I was engaged. So I would love to hear a little bit about, you know, what's your favorite landscape on meeting people? How has it changed and how has it affected you?
Well,
Go ahead, Jason. We got
all right.
Jason, like, I'm a stop.
Listen, in my
Sorry, Jason's been dating for about 100 years, everyone. So has all the experience. Listen to this man.
So now in my 20s, prior to the invention of the internet, when I was out here in the streets partying and whatnot,
Yep.
my tool, my hunting weapon was the dance floor, you know? And so when I go out,
Like
you know,
that.
do a little razzle dazzle, and next thing you know, like, oh my God, you're so tall, you can dance. Next thing you know, it's easy money. You know what I mean? that has limited effect in other situations. So if I'm going to networking events, or if I'm out in the street, or if I'm on the train, nothing is happening. You know what I mean? I didn't really have the confidence to do those things. And so
Yeah.
as things have grown and progressed, and my own confidence has changed, dating apps were invented. So now dating apps, I believe, are basically just you creating a version of yourself in a resume.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have nice pictures with you in an activity, not just a tight headshot right here. It's not helping anybody. You know what I mean? Some details about yourself in your profile, your
Mhm.
bio, whatnot, to give a little bit of something about your personality.
Mhm.
Whether you are funny or sarcastic, or you like to talk about the world around you, whether you're artsy, all of that stuff can be easily displayed in your bio. So now, in the time when I was 100% single, I would get people sliding in my DMs saying, oh my God, I like your profile that stands out from everybody else. That's because you have to put so much of yourself into your bio.
That's
But
right.
now, with the confidence that we mentioned before in the previous questions,
Mhm.
got the dancing thing and the online thing, and I'm like Thanos with the Infinity Stones. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have all of them? You know what I mean? So now it's that comfort in yourself lends itself to walking up to somebody at a Brooklyn block party, or you know, just walking around the street, somebody passed you, they may get a whiff of that perfume. Oh shit. Next thing you know, it just all falls into place. You know, that confidence exudes, and that energy is so much more important than what you can display on the online platform.
That's right. Jason, curious, how'd you meet your current partner?
I was at Miami Carnival in October.
That's
And
right.
so I enjoy 90s R&B, 80s. Today's music, not so much, but soca music is my thing. So I go to carnivals here and there. And you know, people that are in the West Indian soca community, they always say you can't find your person at carnival.
Mhm.
But I personally believe you can find your person in the midst of you doing whatever it is you enjoy.
That's right.
And so I never believe that you are the only person that is doing the thing that you enjoy doing. That doesn't make any sense. People always say, "Oh, you can't find somebody at church. You can't find somebody in the supermarket. You can't find them when you're on the train."
That's right.
In the midst of you enjoying your life, you can always find another person that's just like you, want to do the thing you want to do.
Love that.
Humans love to get together, so it's just a matter of you finding a person that has those
And what avenue.
intangibles,
That's right.
that you also enjoy. You know,
I'm glad you said that, because I'm one of those people who believe thoroughly that, you know, you're supposed to meet generically, you're out there in the street or at a club or whatever. That personal, you know, like me, don't want to deal with me, don't, you get that up front.
Yep.
So I was so adamant about and hating online dating.
Mhm.
All right. I'm like, how could you do that? Like, this is the fakest stuff in the world.
Mhm.
And then I put a profile on an online dating app, and I ended up finding the person that I'm with.
Lo
Oh,
and behold.
there we
Lo
go.
and behold,
Right.
right? So, I definitely feel, like I said, both ways because I hate, I think I'm a firm believer that, you're going to be personal, you're
Mhm.
going to be social, you're going to do that in a one-on-one setting.
Mhm.
And you can't do that online.
That's right.
You're looking at the pictures, you're looking at trying to find which is the best one.
Mhm.
God forbid, you take a picture with three other people, like which one is you type of stuff, so all of that, all those questions are done when you meet people in person. But
Yeah.
I met the love of my life online.
What do you think about your profile attracted
Everything.
your everything?
I'm that.
Not just the photos.
That's it.
I'm the
Was it the photo of
That's
you on the bare road?
I'm that.
That wasn't it? Yeah, I want to know. I want to know what is that may need that luck, you
Oh
know?
no, she's right there. So
I mean, next time we're gonna bring into this next time. We should
she's
take a
right there.
profile. All right.
Something
Okay.
though that is probably one of the biggest reasons that I'm not into online dating. The profiles that I'm seeing and the lack of effort is so
Ooh.
disheartening
Mm.
and very frustrating.
Mm.
And patience is not one of my virtues, if I'm going to be completely honest. But why are you posting pictures with three of you people in there? Like, I want to
Yeah.
see you. Why do you have sunglasses on in each and every picture? Like, it just doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. So weeding through all those profiles
Mhm.
can be so frustrating. Especially
Yeah.
because I take some time to find the right picture, to find the pictures that
Yeah.
show the best version of myself. And yes, it is a marketing tool. You're marketing yourself. So you do want to take that extra time to do a good job at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it hasn't been very fruitful. So I'm encouraged though
Yeah.
to have somebody sitting on my right that it worked out for them.
Hey,
I'm curious, how
hey.
many were you on the app before you got?
Oh gosh, so that's another story.
We don't.
No. It was and long story short, it was following an influencer. I said, okay, I'm gonna go join this particular platform. Hated the platform. Then COVID happened.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
we're stuck to the platform.
That's right.
And that was the only platform that I felt comfortable with. So I tried it out, and that was pretty much it. But I still hate online dating,
Yeah.
so I had to go there because of
man.
situation.
Yeah. So Tamika, going back to you. So I know that, it doesn't please you, this online dating thing. All good. So how do you meet people? What's your preferred way?
I'm social, so I
Okay.
go out a bit. I'm a member of a sorority, so
Nice.
I'm in different functions all the time, and I'm also in event production. So
Okay.
I'm producing a lot of events that gets me in front of people.
Yeah.
So it's really just about meeting people and having that connection in person. And
All right.
if I get sparks, I'm a romantic. So I want the sparks, I want the butterflies, I want all of the feels.
Got it.
I love dazzle.
You mean the sunglasses ain't doing it on the profiles? Darn.
Just
Right. All right. Well,
Yeah, so to me,
all right.
like in person, I need to see your vibe, feel your vibe, get your energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See what you like, see how you maneuver, see if you're gonna open the door for me. 'Cause I'm a southern lady and I like very traditional things.
That's
I
right.
like my hair poked out, like the door is open.
Okay.
I like to feel considered, you know. So I've never online dated.
Mhm.
I've not been in it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't
Okay.
do it. Good.
So slide into your DMs because I know they slide into your DMs. Oh yeah.
In there after this hit.
So tell me what bring us through a DM. Bring us through a DM and how you react to it.
Interesting.
Lovely friend that I met at an event.
Okay.
He actually sings songs. He makes music and songs for me on a weekly basis.
Okay. You're creative.
Yeah, I mean, so,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Okay. So we've been out with this guy. Oh. So this is all online. Oh, nice.
I met him in person at a Cajun event in Brooklyn.
Interesting.
They had food stand or Cajun event.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I met him there and
Okay.
really nice exchange,
Yeah.
network and meet people. And
Yeah.
he's cool, but he's not like.
Okay.
We gonna
Listen,
get updates in the group
it's
chat.
all good. It's all good.
Hey.
Y'all better not
Alright.
find Dana and DM her. But go ahead.
Let me follow this up.
Yes, please.
I had the privilege, fellas, of seeing a really pretty woman's DM. There were like
Right.
30 unread messages. There were hundreds of different messages. So I learned from that instance, I don't really DM women. I'm
Mhm.
interested in, number one. Number two, I've had success dating online. So for the last like 2 years, I've been on one dating site. Because I like, I'm an artist with it. So I'll put the best pictures up on there. I'll put a
Nice.
video on there. I'm very comedic, so I'll say something funny. And currently in the queue, and I'm not really on that dating site anymore. In the queue currently, my last count was about 650 potentials.
Wow.
What am I supposed to do with that? I can't text all of that. I can't call all of these fine young ladies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like too much.
Yeah.
So my go-to is I'm also very sociable. And I go to events. I'm a little bit retired, kind of, sort of, not really. But I'll go to events maybe 2-3 times a week. And I'll meet individuals. And these are individuals that are socialites like myself. And they're not in regular, pubs and bars and things like that. So that's where I usually find success.
Okay. Now, curious. Anyone who's dated online, have you ever been catfished?
Yes.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm curious about the catfishing. How do you know that they weren't the person or the height or the weight
That's easy.
that they were supposed to be?
That's easy. Every woman has had female friends. It's all about the angles and the makeup and the lighting and the poses to get this thing right.
This thing, yes.
This thing is not what I saw in person. I'll tell you that, because I was intended on going out with a curvy, attractive woman,
Okay.
and when I got there, the shape was more like a defensive end. Not in terms of size, but just a boxy, SpongeBob-y kind of situation.
How did you say they were curvy? Did they put that in their profile?
No, it was nice pictures,
Okay,
and
okay.
a certain kind of poke out.
Oh, got it. Okay. There was a profile that you liked.
No, it wasn't overt like that.
Okay,
You
got
know what I
it.
mean?
Got it.
I just
Okay.
happened in my detective work of the profile, I just happened to notice that it was some things that I liked, and then when we got on in person, it was a long backish situation. It was exactly.
Yeah.
It's different.
Long
Different than what I.
backish.
Like,
I got that. I was like, what?
He did.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, as a brother, I would prefer some yams.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So let me up you one. So when I was single and I dated online, so shout out to Plenty of Fish and Bumble and all the
They're
other
all the same.
things that
They're all
everybody
owned
goes
by the same
to.
company, yeah.
I recall going out with a guy who told me that he was 6 feet.
Mhm.
He was 5'9".
Okay.
But when you put someone like me in heels at 5'9", I am now over you.
Okay.
So I walked in, said hello, walked out.
Hey.
So all I'm saying is
Nope,
that
grand closing.
dudes, guys, women, show your true selves, because when it comes, even if we're not being as picky as we were in our 20s and 30s, we know what we want. We're intentional, if I'm correct.
Right.
Let's be honest. Okay.
It
In
depends
the
on-
moment, he didn't measure up.
In the moment,
When you
Little-
got home and took off those heels, how tall are you?
5'9".
Oh, so same size, same height.
Yeah.
He ain't get home.
Yeah.
He ain't get home.
No.
Get home though.
Didn't work out. How you doing? To talk to you. Now I'm gone.
Nice.
I mean,
Well, thankfully, I didn't handle my situation like that. I still.
exactly. It's the sunglasses.
At 5'10".
It's the sunglasses and the hat situation for men. Sorry to say.
No.
But when you put a hat on and keep a hat on in photos,
Oh.
and when that hat goes off and your line starts right there,
Not the people. Oh no, people. Oh no.
fishing.
Lord.
Just
Okay, so let's go deeper on that profile situation.
Yeah, definitely.
So when you're on or you have a dating app, you have the profile, and they ask questions, you answer them so that the other person can get a decent idea of the representation.
Mhm.
Why? And this is from memory,
Mhm.
because again, like I said, I am
Yeah.
in a relationship.
That's right.
So why is it that women are so, and I can get it for safety reasons. I
Mhm.
can get where you have short answers
I read in the
and
newspaper.
situations where you're not giving a lot of information
Yeah.
for safety.
Mhm.
But then it's like, why be on the dating app if you're not giving up any information? And I still don't know who you are. I still don't have an idea.
Yeah.
You put that one picture and nothing else.
Yeah.
So what are you here for?
Well,
Dating apps don't change. Dating apps don't change human beings.
Or personality.
Right.
Mm.
Human beings still want to give
So if you're a
10%
zero, you're a
effort,
zero.
10% effort and 100% results.
Oh yeah, okay, good.
So I don't care whether you've experienced something traumatic, whether you've had a stalking situation, whether you have a job that you don't want to put too much of yourself. I don't give a damn about none of that. I
Exactly.
need somebody that's going to be as transparent as I am.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I totally
All of that backstory ain't got nothing to do with right here, right now. And so
Yeah.
if you happen to find one of those profiles where she doesn't communicate well or she's giving one-word answers, bye. I don't have time for that.
So I'm a line
Yeah.
up. I'm a line up with that. So just flipping really quickly. How about first date conversations? How has that changed?
Same thing.
How has that changed from your 20s and 30s to now? In your 40s, 39s, 49, and almost 50s.
no.
I'm not pointing at you. I'm just saying.
Say I'm at the floors.
How has it changed? Like, what are your non-negotiables? What's that conversation like? Is it intentional or are you in it for the wham bam, thank you, ma'am, sir?
My thing are observations.
Okay.
I'm talking, but it's small talk. We, getting to know little things about each other, feeling the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I'm paying attention to how he handles things and how he's handling me
Okay.
at that date, because all that matters.
Like that.
So I pay attention to how he's eating. Are you eating with your hands?
I've heard those stories. I've heard those stories.
So matters, the little detail. Well, not little, but the observational detail
Yeah,
is what I can.
All
absolutely.
right, so I'll piggyback on that. So basically, dating is a mating ritual where you're basically ascertaining data, okay, to make a sound decision to move forward, right? So, like Danielle said, if I'm noticing certain idiosyncrasies that I don't like, certain mannerisms that you don't have, and you're speaking kind of not in the King's English, kind of, I'll kind of make a certain decision and cut bait. And in my 30s, 20s, and 30s, I would play the game
Yeah.
because I was GTD.
Trying to get the draws.
Spell that out for folks that may not know.
In that Martin episode, get the drawers.
Oh, get the drawers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. It's not. We're much more mature about that. It's not about that initially. You know what I mean?
The job is over,
Yeah.
and or you're fired, and
Yeah.
somebody's in the seat, and you like, yo, how do what, so, and it happens. So always be interviewing. I think that's how you got to walk through life.
Okay.
Because it's very important.
Tamika.
I think that the first date dynamic hasn't really changed that much for me.
Okay.
I do think that it is an interview, and similar to that interview process, you have to know how much to give up front.
Yeah.
And it's not so much about being secretive, it's not so much just about being reserved.
Yep.
And kind of protecting some of your space and kind of giving a little bit at a time and not giving it all
Yeah.
at once in that first moment.
Yeah.
So you're a
So-
callback.
Say that again.
You'll be a callback.
Okay, I don't know. I don't understand.
You're not getting the job at the table. You're going to get called back later on.
Okay.
Always be interviewing.
Okay, that's
That depends if those bits you give are what the person is interested in hearing.
Right.
And it's genuine.
Right.
I don't know. That's good. That's still a lot of thinking and management versus letting it flow naturally.
Right.
And I can
right.
see, I can see when you're naturally reserving certain things. Well, then why are you here if
Right.
you're reserving things?
Yeah, because there's a way to be reserved, but there's also a way to be able to give as much information. One, to see reaction. Two, to see if you vibe.
Right.
Right. I've learned at this age that you want to vibe with someone, so you want to give as much information as
Right.
possible. I mean, you ain't gotta go deep in,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Exactly.
vibe will allow the jar to become a little bit more a jar. Like
Mhm.
allow more to flow. I
Okay.
don't think it's about holding everything and not giving anything at all. But as
Mhm.
you're starting to vibe and you get more comfortable, and it's pushing and pulling, it's
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
and taking.
Yeah.
It's a volley.
Yes.
It's a tennis match. So to
That's
speak. So yeah,
indeed.
I say that all the time. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Right.
make sure that you're an active participant in the game.
That's right. That's right. What gets you to the second date? Curious about everybody's vibe. What gets you to the second date?
So if I could piggyback off of Tamika,
Yeah.
are you playing the tennis match? Are you volleying back and forth? Are you, if I'm taking,
Mashing.
if I'm taking the initial approach, are you engaging in a dance with me? Are you
Yeah.
playing this game? So I need to know that you're gonna play the game, or is it just one-sided?
Yeah. Yeah.
What brings the second day for me is curiosity.
Yeah.
I think about what you're saying. I think about questions to ask
Mm-hmm.
to get that volley going. If I hit that ball over there and it's dead on that
That's right.
side,
Yeah.
they'll come back.
That's right.
And why are we here?
That's it. Yeah.
So that is very important. Dion Cole said we got more yesterdays than tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Love that.
So
Love that.
hey, it's
I
relevant.
mean,
You gotta keep it simple.
look at the calendar. It's simple right now.
He's not a sport.
Tennis.
You know?
So it's important to make sure that you have that energy and that exchange back and forth for
Yeah.
everybody to be involved
Yeah.
and to be active. And you know that I want you the same way you want me. Everybody wants to be desired,
Yeah.
wanted, cherished, appreciated. So those basic foundational elements of dating, it has to be existent, or else again, why are we here?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
am I
And
spending
that
money?
goes
Why
back-
did I get dressed to come out here if you ain't doing those simple things?
Yeah.
So let's go back to interviewing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you're interviewing. You're not going to go on an interview
Mhm.
with, your jeans and hoodie. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are jobs where you can
Yeah.
because that's the culture of
Right.
that particular profession.
Right.
But you're going to put the best jeans on and the best hoodie.
Right.
You're always going to put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
And I think when you start, okay, sorry for the sports reference. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Some cigars and some beers. That's
We
it.
went there, but we're not gonna. So when you start playing prevent defense,
Mhm.
you are preventing yourself to win the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And I believe that a lot of people go into the dating scene like I don't want to get myself hurt. I don't
Yeah.
want
Right.
to go this. I don't
Agreed.
want to do that.
Right.
Therefore, you are going to allow for all of those things that you don't want to happen to happen.
Yeah.
And again, when I was mentioning the interview, it's one of those things where you have to always, when you're putting your best foot forward and you're intentional with what's going on,
Mhm.
there's not going to be a miscommunication.
Sure,
There's
sure,
not
sure.
going to be a, undefined area,
Yeah.
for a callback,
Yeah.
because what happens is that you have you're very, very clear.
Mm-hmm.
You're very, very upfront.
Yeah.
And if that wasn't for you, you could walk away happy.
Yeah.
You don't have to walk away. Oh, I should have said, or I could have said, or,
Right.
you
Good
don't
point.
have to, wonder what's happening, and play Monday morning quarterback.
Good point.
So that's
Yeah.
my
So again, going back to non-negotiable red flags, have they changed since you've now into this era of over 40, right? Because back in the day, it was a little different. It was height for a lot of women, right? It was how
What?
much you earn.
What?
For some, that's what we need to know.
Height discrimination,
You have a ruler.
5'10",
but the
Can I
average
tell you?
American,
5'4".
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Good.
Choice. It's a preference. Exactly.
safety space.
Okay.
You know, that's preference.
Yeah.
If I see 5'9", and everything else, all the other boxes are checking.
Yeah.
We can have a conversation. 5'6" is a non-starter. So you have to have these things in your head.
I mean,
Come on.
Free making faces over there. Free making faces over there. Come on. It's her choice.
My choice.
And I want to hear about non-negotiables and red flags.
Oh my gosh,
There you go.
I am a tall woman.
That's right.
Okay. I don't have a height preference. I care more about like the person's character and if we vibe. Like,
That's
I
right.
dated someone shorter than me. Like when I say short, I mean like 5'6".
Oh,
Short.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm 5'9", but I don't really have a preference when it comes to height. But the non-negotiables for me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, they say they can't hear. The non-negotiables for me would be if he's not considerate and caring towards other people than himself, like the people that don't matter.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
for example, the homeless man or the lady with her kids
Yeah.
right across the street. Like, are you patient enough
Okay.
to not blow your horn at them? So if I see a man treating others in society disrespectfully,
Yeah.
then that makes me question his integrity and his leadership as
Love
a man.
that.
And I'm not gonna do it.
Love
I'm
that.
not gonna do it.
I wonder if that's a Southern versus New York thing. Because say that because New Yorkers, we gonna blow at anybody and everybody. We just in a hurry. Most of the time, and if a guy does that, we're like, all right, just come on, just go around that person. And I say that with love and care. I swear I do. But I do think that sometimes there is a difference between women or men born in the South versus men and women born up north.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a difference, but character is everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can definitely, yeah,
That was just one example, but just respect
yeah,
towards all forms. of life,
absolutely.
you know, even down to the animals. Like I don't want somebody just being careless with their morality, you know?
I love that.
That's my non-negotiable.
I want to hear from these men, these slicksters. Come on now.
I
Got the pinky ring on. Negotiable, non-negotiable.
I have to be quiet on this one.
non-negotiables, lying. Okay, straight up lying by omission.
Yeah.
Lying to my face and think I won't investigate. Gentlemen, I'm letting you know now, these ladies are running background checks on you.
Oh,
They're checking the Carfax. Okay, they're looking at your Instagram and seeing what mutual friends you have, and then they're kind of like corroborating how you are. So your character is one of those time-tested metrics that you can't manipulate because it's already done. So your reputation, your name is already set in stone. And that's one of the things that you, regardless on if you know it or not, those are the things that will kind of disqualify you by what you've done in the past if you weren't on the up and up with individuals, but with the opposite sex. And if you employ certain things like lying, manipulating, sleight of hand, and you've done that to individuals in the past, most times before you even step to her, you're already disqualified because of what you've already done and your name is already soiled. So character, reputation, lying, those things are immediate deal breakers.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Absolutely. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. All right. What is your definition of a partnership? Again, just thinking about it now versus back in the day, right? What's your idea of a real, true partnership? Whether it be you settle down or are we even settling? I don't know if that's even the right word. But when you choose your partner, like, what does that look like?
so I think one of the things that's mandatory is that you got to have a very, very good communication style.
Yep.
or you have to be able to communicate. If you have a communication style that is awkward or what have you, it
Mhm.
has to be specific to your partner because that is who you're working with, right?
Yeah.
So, number one, you're going to have to be able to communicate. Secondly, you're going to have to do that often, not just what's for dinner, but like what's your goals next year? Where are we going on vacation? How we're going to do things?
Mhm.
And I think that that's key because if that doesn't happen, there are going to be other areas where the questions and misunderstandings are just going to grow and fester from there.
Right.
Yeah.
So communication is key, and I think that differs now
Yeah.
from when I was younger.
Yep.
Because you really didn't care when
Right.
you were younger. Again, getting the drawers was the story, right? You got the drawers, you really didn't even want to talk about it anymore. But oh, I'm sorry, that's what he was. Okay, but no, once you got the drawers, it was done, right? You're like, okay, well, on to the next.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, well, now we're building a future. Now we're thinking about something going on, not just for this today, tomorrow, next month, next week, next year. We're thinking about a future, and if that's not happening,
Perfect. Before anybody else speaks on this lovely topic, we're going to actually take a little bit of a break. So I'm going to give you all a break. Go ahead and take a little sip. We'll do some other things, and thank you all for tuning in.
oh, we're back. Let's go. Oh, now you put the shades on. Kwame, you
All right, we are back. Thank you for joining us again. We are your relationship lounge here at the lovely Crown Private, let's say cigar lounge. And somebody knows how to pop the bottle. What? Let's get in his DMs. All right.
Whoa.
Look at this. He doing this for y'all. He doing this for y'all. Y'all must zoom in on this because look at this. My guy. Come on, get it. So we're gonna get back into it, right? We're gonna get back into the definition of a partnership. How has it evolved now versus when you were a little bit younger and freer and didn't really care?
Well, I mean, again, I'm in a relationship now, so
Yep.
partnership for me has been someone that does have those intangibles. In the early stages of getting to know somebody or talking a conversation,
Mhm.
I need to see that you are a fun person. My intangible, I don't do boring.
Yeah.
You got to be not just going to work, come home, sleep. Go to work, come home, sleep. That's what you find on those dating apps a lot of times when there's no bio. So you ask them what's going on. Oh, nothing. I just working from home.
Really
nothing. Nah, I got a full life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to do. I have a lot of different interests. I like to go out and do shit, and that doesn't mean that I'm in the streets per se.
Yeah.
But I'll be in the streets. Actually, in the streets physically going. And I need somebody that's willing to go and enjoy stuff with me too. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter whether it's short travels, domestic, international, some random art thing that pops up, some advertisement that pops up on social media. Let's go and try those things.
That's right.
Because I believe that the fun that you have with it with a person is more long lasting
Totally
than just
agree.
those interview questions, those resume questions. You know? That's
It's true.
those not fun by themselves. That's fine. That's fine. Everybody has their own definition of fun.
That's right.
That's fine too. Yeah.
That's true.
But I bet you the Creole guys singing up in your DMs ain't fine.
Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? I want to know.
Making remixes and all that.
He right there with you in Brooklyn too. What's up?
Define why that partnership did not work.
I don't want to offend anyone, but I can't see myself standing next to anyone that's not a black man.
Oh,
Sorry.
So you left that out. Say less. We good. Say less. We good.
Occasion for
Next. On to the next. Everybody.
absolutely. We gonna get in. Okay, so we gonna get into the race thing in another episode because that one's a hot topic. I like
If you
that.
said
I
that,
like that.
wouldn't ask the question.
So definition of a partnership, Shaft. Oh, I'm sorry, Kwame. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And if
Shut your mouth.
I seen his fur when he walked in, it was everything. So
But anyway.
That boy.
Hang on a sec.
Definition of a partnership.
All right, so a partnership, if I'm bringing protection and I'm bringing provision,
Oh,
I'm bringing problem solving,
oh,
and I'm bringing procreation, the 4 Ps,
Oh.
right? I'm looking for her to equal that in her way, any way she wants to, any feminine avenue she wants to equal that to. That's what I'm looking
That's
for.
right.
Okay, so this is not unrequited love. This is not one-sided. Okay, I'm putting my best foot forward. I'm giving my best effort. I need for her to do the same, just like we said with the tennis match.
Mhm.
All right. So we need that back and forth. We need that dance going on. That's
ping pong.
that social contract that's kind of unspoken in society. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
But what if they don't know how to play? So Kwame, I understand all of that.
There we go.
And this is my question. So you bring in all the P's. I ain't gonna say the pause, but bring in all the P's. You know, so pause. Yeah, pause. You know, what if that particular individual does not know how to play that game? And the only reason I say that is because there are people who may not have had positive relationship experience before, whether it's through their situation or the situation that they've had with their parents or whatever. They don't have a reference point.
Yeah.
So and again, I'm being devil's advocate
You
because I think
already answering your own questions.
no,
I haven't.
no. The reason why you can't, no, the reason why I'm saying that is because there are going to be people that don't have it, but they want to know and they want to learn.
That ain't my problem.
No.
Experience.
I got
They
it.
gotta have that. The thing is, they gotta have that before they get to me.
I'm extending, just like I want God's good graces, I'm extending grace.
Yeah.
All right, because I know individuals are not perfect, and all of our circumstances, we're kind of like victims of our circumstance.
True.
Just like the brothers want the sisters to give us grace if we weren't raised by our fathers
Mhm.
and we didn't see masculine examples in our past.
Yeah.
We want the sisters to give us some sort of a modicum of grace. So to answer your question, I would give her grace to teach her and to show her if she is willing to be cooperative and to be willing to learn. Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Look at the same idea, but through a different filter. And what I would call it would be more reciprocity.
Mm.
And so when I look at it through the lens of reciprocity, bring your best self
Right.
to
Yeah.
the table,
Yeah.
and I will bring my best self to the table.
Right.
So that may not look like we're doing the same things for each other. That means that I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna cook in the kitchen because that's what I enjoy doing. That's my love language.
Yeah.
What's your love language? Speak to me in the language that you understand and that
Mhm.
you're fluent in.
I like
so
that.
that way we can again volley and play the game with each other.
Yeah.
And all of that comes, listen, I grew up in a single parent household. I don't know what the right answer looks like.
Yep.
I don't know what that love looks like.
Love
But
that.
all I do know is that I'm going to try my best and bring my best to Mika every time.
I love that.
But what if that best is toxic? So the thing is,
Everybody pause.
I just
Toxic.
no.
Some
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
The reason
it is.
why I say that is because I see toxicity.
Yeah.
It's not me. It's not my situation.
Mm,
But I see how it manifests in other people's relationships overtly, right?
mhm.
And then you also see how it shows up subvertly.
Yeah.
Where, okay, yeah, I want you to be out there and happy, this, that, the other, but then they're holding you back and they're pulling you, they're saying one thing and doing the other.
Yeah.
That's a level of toxicity
Yeah.
that, will bring a level of confusion
Yeah.
to the relationship. And the thing is that some people don't know when they're doing that because that's just their regular MO, So I wasn't saying that, just throwing toxicity out there, as a grenade.
Mhm.
I'm saying that some people don't know that they're throwing grenades.
Yeah.
And then closing the door and leaving the room.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that happens.
But
a
part of
lot
that
of
learning process is awareness. you grow in
But a
awareness.
lot of people don't. A lot of people not aware.
That's fine.
No, they're not.
A lot of people aren't aware. They see if they are.
That's because they keep dating the same person or they keep being in a
that's-
partnership
That's
with the
also
same
toxic too.
person,
Yes,
which is
exactly.
toxicity. Yeah, exactly.
And your personal development is on you.
Of
You're
course.
responsible for kind of like giving you those keys to grow. Like
Right.
you need to kind of like search out for them. There's individuals that will come into your life to help you grow, but you're responsible for your growth and development.
Absolutely.
You gotta leave that toxic person.
That's right.
You can't evolve because he's toxic.
That's right. I'll share something with you. A good friend of mine, Ade, a lot of people know him. A good friend of mine back in the day when I was dating, he noticed the type of guys that I was dating. He was like, nah, that's not the one. That's not the one. And then he would say, Felicia, the reason why you're probably still not happy is because you haven't developed. You still need things that you have to work on. And
Bingo.
for you to be happy, you have to actually get to know yourself better and understand when something is wrong for you, because that's why you're not happy. And I swear to God, once he said that, I stopped. Once I got back into it, I found, and I see someone just clapping on the side, but that's okay. I found the individual that I needed in my life because I was all good, fixed. I needed to be where I needed to be. But my definition of a partnership has everything to do with shared values,
Mhm.
shared culture,
Oh yeah.
which is big.
Yes.
And again, I read Bed-Stuy all day, every day. Most people don't even know I'm from there, but all day, every day, I love Bed-Stuy, do or die. But shared culture is everything from being Black to being raised in the 80s to being born in the 70s to, going to a high school in New York and understanding what that was like and just the vibe of it all. But it's also going to an HBCU and loving that world, right? And so, and if you didn't do it, totally fine. As long as you respect me and either you're doing as good as I am or better.
Right.
That's my deal of a partnership, right? That's my vision of it. Also, the size of the ring you give me, which on my finger, we went there and we got it. And so I think I did okay. But yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to chime in, we could chime in, yeah.
I think what you also described is just, I'm heavy into manifestation right now.
Yeah.
It's like you fixed yourself. So
That's
to
right.
speak. You
Mhm.
worked on you.
Yep.
And then that alignment and the universe gave you what you worked on.
That's
It gave
right.
it back
Absolutely.
to you.
Yep.
I just think that energy, that defeats any toxicity ever.
That's right.
Right.
That's
All the
right.
time.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't.
Love that.
I wouldn't think you would.
I don't. I don't.
You don't.
Because at the end of the day, toxicity kills everything. So if you
If you
put
admit it.
no, I'm sorry. Nature says this. If you put a toxic, tomato next to a toxic tomato, I don't care how healthy that tomato is,
That's
that
true.
other tomato's gonna rot
Love
and
that.
become toxic.
Love that.
Period. That's just what it is. So the thing is
smart
that
over here.
manifest. Yes. Shout out to Brooklyn. Say that. It's real life, and we can't stop, placing real life as an important part of it because we like living in fairy tales.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, ladies, and I'm not gonna say all y'all, but a lot of women live in fairy tales.
Yeah.
And how it's supposed to be, how my mom said, or how the book read, or the movie. And no, the reality of it is this is what it's going to be, or this is how it is. Now, how does that Nancy? So how does that fit? How does that fit into the relationship scene?
Mhm.
It all becomes going back to communication.
Yeah.
It's important because my lady's a fairy tale lady, right?
Okay.
And I'd be like, stop that shit. No, because this is let's be real. We
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
that right now. So the thing is that we have to be able to, let's use the big word, discern.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
we have to be able to discern reality from the fake.
Yeah.
And even society right now is crazy with the fake and the ugly and all of these other
Mhm.
isms and craziness.
Mm-hmm.
But until we know how to understand what's real from what's not, and then if we want real in our relationship,
Mm-hmm.
we still have to show up as real.
Yeah.
You're gonna have problems.
Also, and
Yeah.
I completely, as a fellow Brooklyn Tech alum, I
Random high school
Right.
shout out.
already know.
Amazing. Great. But what I will say though is all of that, two things can be true at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think that it can definitely be true, the science of how toxicity could, spread like a cancer and like a disease, and you don't want that. But I can still applaud self-work
Oh yeah.
and working on yourself and that
Mhm.
self-love and how like attracts like and how that positive energy flowed back to her in the shape and form of a partnership that's aligned for her.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about her. I wasn't talking about
I'm
her.
saying that in the sequence of conversation, it was a hard pivot and rebuttal. So I just wanted to make sure that both things could be true at the
All right,
same
so
time.
I'm gonna interrupt right now, real quick. So, ladies, I'm gonna just throw it out there right now. Am I toxic?
What?
If I focus
Random.
on my abs,
No.
no chest muscles, those tattoos.
Okay.
Am I toxic on focusing on my body, not really developing my character, not really developing the mental parts, aspects of my being?
Here. I'm trying to understand. Are we on a different
Just
channel? What's
developing
going on?
my physicality as a strategy for my dating, for my mating strategy to GTD. So
Get the drawers, everybody.
we back to
Get the
that.
drawers.
In case you
It's either a relationship and I'm doing it the right way, I'm going about it, I'm courting, or I'm being upfront with you and I'm telling you, I want strictly a physical relationship.
Mm.
I'm being upfront with you, and I have the things that you want. I developed certain of those physical aspects that you want.
Mm.
What's up?
It
What's
goes
that?
right back to what he said. It goes right back to what he said about fantasy versus reality, right? Everybody has their own standards for what it is they want.
Yep.
Everybody on this panel is an individual, right? Dating relationships is a needle in a haystack game. None of this shit is supposed to be easy. I don't know where people got the thought process that dating a relationship is supposed to be easy from all of the TV shows and music and movies or whatnot. It's always has been.
Twice,
You-
bro.
you know, that's-
No, it's not even.
It's,
I'm just okay.
it's
I'm just gonna-
still supposed to be difficult. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's nothing easy about this shit. When you got to put in work and energy to get a house, to get a job, to get this, when you are in your love game, it's still a difficult thing to do. You have to work on
Agreed.
muscles, whatever it is you find value in, whatever it is the ladies find value in. When guys are looking for women, they got to work on the same things that we find value in. It is what it is. You got to put energy and
Mhm.
effort into this shit.
They should show up to the dating world being their best version.
That's
of
right.
who they are, like they're them best selves. you
That's
know?
right.
For you, if that's for
I
you,
like that word.
working out and showing up in your nice clothes, or you being friendly, dancing on the dance floor,
Right.
baby, and
Mhm.
like
Right.
whatever that best version of you is, however that's defined, I feel like you should be that authentically with no filter.
That's right.
As far as showing up. I mean, you can filter your conversations, you can filter like little aspects of yourself that
Yeah.
you want to reveal slowly to someone, but I think
Mhm.
you should just approach it openly
Yeah.
and authentically.
Yep.
And if you don't do that, I feel like you shouldn't date, because you'll probably end up matching with somebody that's not real and authentic. So,
So-
both y'all think.
So Dana, just going back, right, to Kwame Shaft, whatever we want to call him at this point. Right? Going back to you and the abs and getting fit, what do you want that other person to show up as, right? What do you want to see, in terms of like bringing your best self, right? What do you want to see? Let's say that best self is not within your top 10, or whatever that top 10 is.
All right, so I'll be honest.
Mhm.
A
More
lot
honest,
of, a lot
more
of,
honest
I
than
mean,
what
I'm sorry, it's honest. A lot of single guys out here, a lot of us single, available, eligible guys out here,
Mhm.
we're not enemies, but we're silently competing against each other. We're not enemies.
Just like women.
But that's a
But-
masculine.
Just like
trait.
women.
No, no,
Well, that's
Men are
women
like
too.
that.
It is,
Women-
but like sister right here, sister right here, sister right here. Keep
Mhm.
hating. A lot of single guys out here like what they see on this panel. And if we could just use this as a microcosm, a lot of single men out here are competing for the limited amount of available top tier women.
Mhm.
Okay? So, what are you doing to compete?
Yeah.
You're my mans. I'm not the enemy.
Mans
And
enough.
all these single guys in here.
Mans enough.
I'm competing against you, bro.
An announcement?
I'm not even saying like listen, listen, stop. So stop.
I'm not
No,
bringing
this is a
on
PSA.
Like yeah, it's you know. I'm like yo.
Everybody to be advised that these women on this panel that are single, this man got first dibs because he came, you know, with the button down to the navel.
top.
To go toe to toe with him, y'all better unbutton some things. Put on a hat.
Lord.
No. But I'm looking over here. There's brothers in here. They look good. Their money's up.
Right.
They look healthy.
The
They
money's
got
up.
advantages over me. All of us are competing. We're not each other's enemy. Nah. All of us are solidly competing, not for all women, but for women who kept themselves up,
Yeah. Okay.
who are honorable, noble, who honor their chastity. Nah.
Chastity.
Well, I mean, you know, I'll give you some tomatoes. You can catch up. But you know, no. These brothers in the audience, these brothers I'm looking at, they're not my enemy. We're silently competing. You know, may the best man win. That's what it is. Yeah.
Wow. Confidence.
No, but the
A
thing is,
lot of women like confidence. So right now he probably got a bunch of women in his DMs.
Not women, because that's a sign of a good leader. Because a lot of women want to be led.
and I get all of that.
And
I get all of that.
be led.
Wow.
All of that, but now we're talking about chastity in our 40s and 50s. I mean, come on, that's not. We're now in the fairy tales
And
again.
not being promiscuous. You like that word better? Not being promiscuous.
I mean, how do you know? How do you know?
Okay, so
Because I know you hate liars. So how do you
so
know?
that goes back to it. So are you showing up with your authentic self? If you're out there and you're promiscuous, let a player know. No.
Oh my God.
Because I'm buying what you're selling off of
Period.
I'm buying what you're selling. I have no idea how your character is
Yeah.
and how your heart
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
I have to buy
Yep.
what you're selling.
That's right.
And if you're just disingenuous and have no integrity,
Mhm.
I lost already. So the social contract is I need her and the sisters
Yeah.
to be on the up and up so the brothers can approach them and we don't have this type of distrust that's permeating in our community.
Yeah.
That there's
I mean,
this little gender war that's going on between us is whack, is corny. So we have to do our part, the social
Yeah.
contract, men and women.
mhm.
You ended strong there. That was
Yeah.
strong.
Right? Dictionary strong, glossary strong. Just
It was shaky for a minute, but we.
On the safety, on the safety, because
Folks,
would you let's jump into a whole nother subject, right? Would you give someone a second chance? Say someone that you dated down the line, 20s or 30s, you weren't ready, maybe they weren't ready, but then you catch them online, at a club, anywhere that I don't know, you're around. You find someone that you've seen before, you've dated. Would you give them a second chance and why?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's all right. It's
Go ahead.
that's all right. Ain't
I
no,
want to hear the story, though. Right.
and I know that I am not the. I know that right now I'm the best version of myself.
Yep.
I done made a lot of mistakes. I done fucked up a lot in the past. You know what I mean? And so anybody that I've come across, I'm assuming they've made their own fair share of mistakes.
Yep.
They've grown, they've learned, they've matured, they've changed, they've evolved. And so if it's 10, 15 years later, yeah, I'm willing to give another shot because I'm sure you're a better version of yourself now.
Mhm.
Anything you do in life inevitably, inherently gets better over time.
Right.
So why shouldn't I expect the same thing from you as I have experienced myself? Yeah.
Love that.
Respect the fact that people evolve, you know, and change.
It sounds like bullshit coming. It sounds like bullshit coming.
Maybe it might be.
I
My,
don't mean to be offensive, but
for me, sometimes, like usually if my relationships end,
Mhm.
it's because it's of solid reasons. It's not no playtime, whatever. It's like I have a solid reason why I chose to distance myself from it,
Sure.
right? And sometimes I still remember it.
of course.
Because I
Mm.
still remember what happened 5 years ago,
Okay.
10 years ago, yesterday.
Holding on. Holding on.
Everything is context, of course, of course.
Respect the evolution, but sometimes it's still the memory of the disrespect that would keep me from someone.
Okay.
Well, that's the context that she didn't say.
Hey.
Yes, if it is, yeah. No, I'm not saying that. No, if it was some foul shit, if it was disrespectful, of course you're not gonna have the person come back.
Right.
But
Be something.
not always.
always.
Just ain't
Not
on
always.
the same
It may have worked out because of other reasons, right?
communication
Could be a
skills,
job, it could be that they travel.
Right, right.
There's a lot of reasons why things didn't work out.
Princess.
I got you. I respect that.
To agree with Jason, though, I definitely think that when you look at growth and development and who you are like today versus who you were 10, 15 years
Yeah.
ago,
Right.
one would only hope that there's evolution and that, you know, the growth journey I was on, you were on a similar growth journey as well.
Right.
So I would never just say a strong no, a absolutely no. Again, if there's context and some real foul shit happened, then
Yeah.
probably not.
Right.
But in a situation where the timing just didn't work out and we weren't in the same space
Yeah.
at the same time,
Yeah.
why not figure out whether or not the timing and the alignment is right
Yeah,
now?
I get it.
Love that.
I get it.
Has anyone gone back to an individual? No, not at all.
Not at all.
You,
Doing it again.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, go ahead. I'm gonna.
I'm just asking.
No, I'm not.
good.
I'm not. I'm
No.
not with her.
I mean, I've been cheated on, and you know, we had maybe a year or so separated, and she was out there
Mhm.
dating guys that were, of course, low quality, whatever. I was out there dating ladies. I improved myself, so I thought we should give things a try again. We went on a nice trip to some sunny destination.
Okay.
You know, no stress, no worries, leaving DNA all over the hotel room. You know what I'm saying? And so we decided to give this actual relationship thing a try again.
Oh,
And then, you know, same thing ended up happening the second time because those
Left DNA all over the hotel.
Descriptive. Just
I
descriptive.
know, right?
the best part of anybody's vacation. Don't act like exactly. So unfortunately, those foundational foul shit things that you mentioned before happened again because that's just integral to who the
Yep.
person is, you know?
Yep.
And
Exactly.
so, you know, in that situation, it didn't work out. But I wouldn't not give somebody advice to give somebody a second try again because
Yep.
again, everybody's situation is different.
Right.
Every situation is different.
Prepare for your future self. So if you're in a situation right now and you left it on some F-ish and you disrespected and you did discard it, like, you know, tear up that Band-Aid, you know, when it heals and you just discarded it, it was only one offense that kicked Adam and Eve out of the garden. Okay? So if you want to play those games with individuals I have up here that have value and that know themselves, and you want to play games, you get one infraction and then you out of here. There's too many fish out here in this sea for you to play games in this dating market.
Yeah.
Especially with these brothers out here in this venue right here, all these brothers I'm looking at, are you playing games with them? These sisters in here, are you playing games with them? Nah.
All right. I like,
Oh.
I like that. I like that.
I just want to go back to
Yeah.
you know, second chances because
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing when you have when you both come to a realization that you're not the same person,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and therefore you want to be able to show up as the person you are now.
Yeah.
For whatever reason the first situation was. Now I didn't have the promiscuous whatever person or whatever that he had.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to say that. I don't know if that's the situation.
It's all right.
Okay.
Call her DNA.
Yeah. DNA. Yeah.
Send it out
Yeah.
like party.
Yeah, it's DNA. I didn't have that situation, but
Listen,
like you mentioned earlier,
shit,
there could be a lot of things that go into the situation.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's timing. Maybe it's, one person was busy. Maybe one person's career track said, hey, you're not going to be able to do this because if you're a partner track and as an attorney,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't getting married, you ain't having a kid, you ain't doing a whole bunch of stuff
Yeah.
because of your job,
Yeah.
right? And if that is what your focus was when you were trying to work things out, hey, you're dead on arrival.
That's right.
And I've had that happen in my life.
Yeah.
So one of those things that had me realize that not only second chances, but just reevaluating such situations is that you have to be able to say, I'm going to evaluate you as the person you are now,
Mm-hmm.
not as the person you were then. Now I get if you had some major stuff going on and you can't just change your morals or whatever. I get that
Mm-hmm.
because I'm with you on that. But if you're just talking about circumstance and situation,
Yeah.
let's go with today.
Like that.
Move forward.
We like second chances. We like second chances. As we dwindle down the time, I'm going to do a little rapid fire across this panel to get to know us a little better.
I got the switch.
You got the switch? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Tamika. All right. One word answers, please. All right. So anyone out there, interested, we're going to learn a little more about these people. Okay. What's sexier? Consistency or chemistry?
Chemistry.
Ooh.
Yep.
Would you date someone who's never been married over 40?
Yes.
One thing you refuse to tolerate at this age?
Lies.
Favorite place for grown folks to date?
Say that again?
Favorite place for a grown folk to date? So dinner, lounge, movies, museum, weekend getaway.
Weekend getaway.
Like that. One thing that you've healed or gotten better that makes you a better partner today?
Vulnerability.
Best Black love movie of all time?
Oh. Love and basketball.
Okay. Which matters most, shared values or a shared culture?
Shared cultural values.
Biggest
Wow. That was a female answer.
biggest turn on. Biggest turn on.
My rapid fire.
Tamika, biggest turn on.
don't want to say it.
Oh, okay. All right. So now we're gonna have to go a little faster than Tamika. And so no, it's okay. We're gonna wrap this up a little bit.
Rapid fire.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Dana. All right. Danielle.
Dana.
Oh, well, you got a twin sister. Oh, we're gonna dig into this later.
Yo, well,
We're gonna dig into this later. Sexier, consistency or chemistry? Ooh, would you date someone who's never been married over 40?
Yes.
One thing you refuse to tolerate at this age?
Lies.
Favorite place for grown folks to date?
Dinner.
Ooh, like that. One thing that you've healed or gotten better at that makes you a better partner today?
Learning myself.
Best Black love movie of all time?
Every Spike Lee movie out.
Which matters most, shared values or a shared culture?
Shared value.
Biggest turn on?
Confidence.
Love that. Free. What's sexier, consistency or chemistry?
chemistry.
Would you date someone who's never been married over 40?
I am doing it now.
One thing you refuse to tolerate at this age?
Stupidity.
Favorite place for grown folks to date? Dinner, lounge, movies,
Home cooked meal.
museum. Ooh, love that. One thing that you've healed or have gotten better at that makes you a better partner today?
Patience.
Best Black love movie of all time?
Love Jones.
Which matters most, shared values or a shared culture?
Culture.
Biggest turn on?
Titties.
Oh, computers. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go.
So we can say whatever we want.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave you last. Jason,
Yeah,
let's quiet it down. What's here? Consistency or chemistry?
chemistry.
Would you date someone who's never been married over 40?
Absolutely. Yeah.
One thing you refuse to tolerate at this age.
Inconsistency.
Favorite place for grown folks to date.
Dance floor.
One thing that you've healed or gotten better at that makes you a better partner today.
Awareness.
Best Black love movie at all time.
Gotta go with the best man.
Which matters most, share values or share culture?
Values.
Biggest turn on.
Hips.
Love it. Kwame. What's sexier, consistency or chemistry?
Chemistry,
Would you date someone who's never been married over 40?
definitely.
One thing you refuse to tolerate at this age.
Lies and manipulation.
Favorite place for grown folks to date.
The beach.
One thing that you've healed or gotten better that makes you a better partner today.
My bitterness and holding on to past hurt.
Best Black love movie of all time.
Love Jones and Mo Better Blues.
Which matters most, shared values or shared culture?
Shared values, definitely.
Biggest turn on.
Those hips, those thighs, and those cheeks.
Jason, you're gonna have to do me.
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me.
To be part of this.
Well, Miss Felicia, what's sexier, consistency or chemistry?
Chemistry.
Would you date someone who's never been married over 40?
Absolutely.
All right. One thing you refuse to tolerate at this age.
Lies.
Yep.
It sounded like it was something extra. Favorite place for a grown folks date?
Actually, like weekend getaways.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. The worst thing is having to travel with somebody you don't like. Oh God.
Oh, and Still Mill. Sorry, and Still Mill.
All right. One thing you've healed or gotten better that makes you a better partner today.
Ooh, knowing myself.
All right. Best Black love movie of all time.
Oh my God. Love Jones.
You took his answer. All right. Which matters most, shared values or shared culture?
Shared values.
Biggest turn on.
Confidence.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
And that wraps us up. So we really want to thank everyone for viewing in, right? Tuning in. This beautiful cast of characters here. And then of course we are going to shout out Crown Cigar Lounge. So let's go ahead and give a shout out to the Black Adult Society. So thank you for making this happen. So thank you for choosing us to be part of this.
Yes.
We are looking forward to many, many more conversations. It's important to the community. It's important to the culture. It's just important. So we want to thank you for allowing us to do this. And for everyone here, God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.